What if the Bible you hold today wasn't simply passed down, but selected, edited, and politically shaped by an emperor? What if the Council of Nicaea wasn't just a meeting of bishops, but the moment when spiritual truth collided with imperial power? For centuries, people have repeated the story of Constantine's Bible without understanding what truly happened behind those closed doors. Today, we uncover the deeper reality. The Council of Nicaea in 325 CE is often remembered as a theological gathering, but history reveals something far more strategic. This was the moment when the Roman Empire stepped directly into the spiritual narrative, not to preserve it, but to shape it. Before Nicaea, followers of Yeshua read many texts: the Gospels, the Shepherd of Hermas, the Didache, the Book of Enoch, the Acts of Paul and Thecla, and countless letters circulating among early communities. There was no single, unified Bible. There was a living library. But Constantine had a different vision. 1. The empire needed unity. Rome was fractured. Beliefs varied from region to region. Constantine saw Christianity as a unifying force, but only if it could be standardized. A faith with many voices had to become a faith with one voice. 2. Nicaea was about control, not just doctrine. The bishops gathered to settle disputes, but the emperor presided over the meeting. This was unprecedented. Spiritual authority was being placed under political authority. The goal was simple: create a version of Christianity that strengthened the empire. 3. The canon was narrowed. While Nicaea did not finalize the entire Bible, it set the tone for what would be included and what would be excluded in the centuries that followed. Texts that were mystical, empowering, or too revealing, like Enoch, the Shepherd of Hermas, and others, were gradually pushed aside. Texts that aligned with imperial order were elevated. 4. Constantine commissioned 50 Bibles. Eusebius was ordered to produce 50 copies of a standardized scripture for the empire's churches. This was the first time in history that the Bible became an imperial project. From that moment forward, the spiritual story of Yeshua was filtered through political interests, cultural priorities, and institutional power. 5. The Ethiopian tradition preserved what others removed. While Rome narrowed the canon, Ethiopia kept the broader library, including Enoch, Jubilees, and other ancient texts. They preserved what others edited. They honored what others set aside. The truth is simple. The Council of Nicaea didn't create Christianity. It curated it. And now, in this generation, people are awakening to the fullness of the story again. The lost books are returning. The ancient voices are rising. The original message is being restored. If this message resonates with your spirit, we invite you to stand with us in unity and purpose. Truth Seekers Ministry is building a land-based, spiritually sovereign center dedicated to teaching, empowerment, agriculture, and community transformation. This is not a handout. It is a hand up, a partnership in a community protected under the First Amendment and recognized through IRC 508C. 1A. We joyfully welcome prayers, support, land, materials and supplies, volunteers, and financial partnership. Every seed strengthens the vision. Every prayer fuels the mission. Every act of partnership builds the future. Together we rise. Together we restore truth. Together we build what heaven has assigned. So it is.